So what's a final pre-season game tomorrow against Castleford? Going into it, we've had 2 tests already against London and Dewsbury. What you expect from the squad? What do you want out of the team tomorrow?
Well, this one's more of like a mentality and a resilience. Going to a tough place like Castleford, the crowd are right on top of you as well. They create a great atmosphere down at there as well, and the pitch is obviously different than what you normally play on the Super League games. We're being a little bit shorter as well, and the track's normally a little bit heavier as well. So what we want is just another kind of physical hit out, really, to make sure that we're ready for round 1. We've had 2 real good games so far. This one's probably going to be another step up in terms of intensity, but it's going to get us used to kind of prepping for away games at a Super League ground.
Obviously, we played quite a strong squad against London at the start. Are we expecting to see a similar sort of strength against Castleford?
Yeah, we'll probably go strong start of the game, have a little look at that. We'll tweak 1 or 2 little things to have a little look at them as well. But like I say, this game's more about just making sure the boys are ready for round 1, this one, kind of ticking it off. So if we get people through 30-40 minutes and that's where we need to get them, and that's good enough, we'll get them off after that, to be fair. So it's all about just fine-tuning now going into the league game.
Obviously, testimonial matches are a little bit different. Obviously, a match is a match all the same, but do you feel like it's a different sort of attitude from the players who have played with them? So like Ads Milner and obviously Wallace have played alongside Macca in his time at Castleford. Do you think they approach it differently, or is it still a match then at the end of the day?
I think testimonial games are always special as well, and when the people who you appreciate and you have relationships with as well, you kind of want to do your best against them. You know Milnes is going to go to Castleford and he wants to perform in front of Castleford. It's where he played for a long period of time, and then to turn it into a testimonial as well for one of his really good mates, he's going there to play and play as well as he can do as well. So it's special for us to be asked to go there when it's somebody's so important testimonial game for one of Castleford's major players.
Obviously, the match review panels came back and we had two suspensions after it with Leroy and Tui. Looking forward into the season, it looks like it might be quite a heavy hitting thing going off back into some of these pre-season friendlies. Are you expecting that sort of be clamped down on and some players to get longer bans throughout the season?
Yeah, we'll have to see how it materialises. I think that so far has been so good with all the new rules. Everyone's been really good. I think we've been excellent with the new rules so far. We've been caught out once or twice in them situations, but the incident last week was just basically, it happens in the game, it's a competitive situation. Tui's trying to stop him from scoring, and he's ended up coming up and making a little bit of an error with his selection of tackle, if you like, but he'll learn from that. But the one thing is, it's disappointing for Tui because of the condition he's in. Everyone's saying we want our best players playing in round 1 really, and then he's copped a fine in a friendly warm-up game now. Yeah. So it gives another opportunity for somebody else to step in and put their name forward. So, like I say, it's disappointing, but it's probably more disappointing for Tui for how hard he's worked in pre-season to get himself in condition, ready to go against Lee, and now he's going to miss that game as well, which obviously puts pressure on because somebody else is going to want to step in and take the opportunity that's arisen from it.
And now, obviously, today, captain's run, we've got a few families down, families and kids of the players. Was that an idea, just sort of bringing that togetherness of the squad? We've spoken about it a lot through the pre-season, and a nice little touch for the players to have going into it.
Something that we've been discussing with the welfare officer Marlon. We've been trying to create this like family feel at the club and getting them involved, and you can wait till the summer, but half the season's already gone by then as well, so we wanted to do it now, even though it's a little bit cold out here. Get some of the families down, get the children down here, see what the dads do on a captain's run day, and then go and have some breakfast together and spend a little bit of time together and just really get that good family feel in and around Huddersfield, which is what it was known for a few years back as well. So it's about getting that feel and that connection back in with the families.
And finally, 2 weeks now until obviously the start of the Super League season away at Lee. Are you feeling like this squad is ready to go into the season better than it was last year, ready and ripping to go?
Oh, in terms of the preparation's been miles better than last year. I mean, I think if you think back to last year, we had the Bradford game postponed, which didn't help us, so then we played the younger team against Castleford away, and we didn't come away from that game as confident as probably what we wanted to do. We wanted a real kind of physical hit out against Dewsbury then at our ground, but we ended up scoring in the first 2 sets of the game, which didn't help the preparation this far. Playing Dewsbury away was a good physical hit out. The lifting intensity last week, where a London team completed at 100% until like the last 5 minutes of the game, and then the increase in intensity which we'll get going to Castleford this week with a strong team ourselves will give us a real good footing ready to go for the league game.